welcome back to another edition. We have a beautiful interview going on here at 1054, best magazine in the world. Today we are here with my brother, my good friend, Mournful, aka as I know him, Angel. How you doing, man? Thank you for your time.
Yo, chilling, bro.
Chilling,
Doing good out
chilling.
here today.
Thank you for pulling up. It's a beautiful day. We're in a different setting. Or actually, I think this is going to be the first interview that's ever posted. Like, this is going to be like the first one. So congratulations, and thank you
I'm
for being
honored,
the
bro.
first ever guest on
yeah.
on 1054. And furthermore, thank y'all for watching the first ever interview for
Yes,
1054.
sir. Thank y'all. Truly honored.
Anyway, to get into it, let's get a little bit of background. Where are you from, man? Tell me about yourself.
So, parents. Yeah, let me start off with the parents. My mama came here from Michoacan, Mexico. Fun fact, actually, she crossed while I was in the belly. You know what I'm saying? She tugged it out. You know, I've been here all my life, you know, pretty much. Santa Maria, born and raised.
For sure, for sure.
Yes, sir.
So you're saying your parents migrated, especially while you're in the belly. Where were you born? You were born here in Santa Maria?
Yeah.
Okay.
Down in Marion.
For sure.
Yeah.
What was that experience like? Not necessarily being born, but growing up in Santa Maria. You know what I mean? Like, what was your upbringing?
It was great, man. I mean, you know, I met all of my great friends here. You know, everyone I know to this day. I know this whole town like the palm of my hand. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
At what point did you come to know what would become the Near Death Collective?
Honestly, since I met these guys, I knew that, you know, we'd be locked in for a long time, and then I just knew my boy Mosh Boy Kill. He was always, you know, creative with anything he did, you know, around us, and always brought us in and like made sure we were involved with all that type of stuff. So I would say a little after I met him, you know what I mean?
How'd you meet him?
In high school, actually, through our homie John. I met him first, and then he kind of brought me into the loop.
Okay, and is that Santa Maria High School?
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Met
So
everybody through there.
how'd you go about meeting John? Shout out Papa John, the
Shout out
shroom
Papa
wizard.
John.
Much love to him, man. He's out there in the AZ. But
The boy.
how'd you go about meeting him?
He saw me, so I would come to school with a longboard that I borrowed from one of my neighbors at the time, and he just would see me coming in, and then he came up to me. He's like, "Yo, I skate too." He's like, "You should get an actual board." You know what I mean? And I was like, "Say less," you know. So, met him through that. He just kind of came up to me.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up.
You know,
and then from that, did you guys like clink right away, or it was just kind of like I see him around, distant kind of friendship?
It kind of started as like, "Yo, what's up?" You know what I mean? Like run into each other. You know how like bros like they, as soon as like, you know, every few little interactions you just meet each other, you're like already homies. So
yeah. Quick dab up and then you're on your way. Type beat. For sure. Well then, so you said John introduced you to Israel?
Mm-hmm.
What was that? Tell me about that day.
So I'm pretty sure it was after school. I was heading home, and I think he just kind of saw me, and he was like, "Yo, pull up, you know, meet the bros."
It's simple as that.
Simple as that, literally. And then from there,
sure.
we just I met everybody, you know. To this day, we still all know each other.
For sure. So along the way, just to fast forward, you're getting tied with Israel and such. Near death is kind of becoming a thing. When do you make the decision that you're really going to start moving under an alias named Mournful and you know what I mean, aspiring to be a part of that?
Honestly, since low key, for me, it didn't click right away for me. I had to kind of like get comfortable with the fact that, oh shit, you know, we're really going for this, and to kind of like get into that mindset it took me a bit, if I'm being honest. But you know, even if I wasn't gonna do this rap shit or anything like that, I knew I was gonna be locked in with them regardless, you know. So
for sure.
Yeah, bro. Took me a minute for sure.
That's
what's up. We here now.
That's a very special thing, you know what I mean? I feel like a lot of people don't have that relationship with someone who, you know what I mean, isn't blood. You know what I mean? To the point where, not to put out something, I guess, private, but to the point where you guys are living together, you know what I mean? At certain points, like, very, very special thing. And I think that's what makes Near Death such an impactful group, you know what I mean? That it's actually something based out of that, I guess, love and drive to do something, you know?
Right.
That drive and ambition, was that something that you always felt was kind of destined for you as a kid, or just something you picked up kind of later on?
Yeah, I mean, as a kid, sure, yeah, but like more so when I started getting grouped into like all the rap stuff, I started getting into that mindset of like, lock in,
Yeah.
kind of go for it,
For sure.
Yeah.
What made you choose rap as a direction?
Honestly, just my connection that I've always had to music, you know what I mean? There isn't any day that goes by that I'm not listening to something, whether it's rap, some singing shit, some shit that's not even my language, you know what I mean? Like, just music's always been big part of my life, and I've just always liked it. And, being around these guys, like, as we're making music now and all that, it's even better for me. It's more, a much better way for me to, like, have a greater connection with music, basically.
Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm trying to say?
And I definitely feel like your tone, it has it factor to it. You know what I mean? I really enjoy your sound. What's your personal favorite song of yours?
That I've made?
Yeah.
Personal favorite song that I've made? For me, it's between two right now. It'd probably be Lean On Me When You're Not Strong or Eternal Flow Part 1. I'd probably lean more towards Lean On Me because it's more of the sound that I'm going for now.
Okay.
Yeah, Eternal Flow was a different sound I was trying at the beginning.
For sure.
But that was me just trying to find like my comfort area, to where I wanted to, just where I was comfortable. I was trying to find that perfect genre. I think I found it now,
For sure. It sounds like as you said, you're developing your sound right now.
Yeah.
Are you aiming to drop any culminations of work, like projects or something, or just kind of grinding right now and getting ready for the season?
I'm gonna leave that. I'm gonna leave that for the future. Right now, I'm trying to, with this new sound that I'm doing, I'm trying to, like, before I do any sort of projects, I'm gonna perfect it. You know what I mean? Make it sound nice before I start any of that. I do have a project out already, completely different sound. It was the first sound that I had started with, which was like some lyrical, like, rap type thing. I started with that, and then I kind of just drifted away from it after my break from music. Just because trying to figure out some things, some personal things and all that. But yeah, bro, I'm gonna save projects for the future once I got my sound and the way I want to, like, articulate myself.
100%.
For sure.
100%. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm sure everyone else is looking forward to seeing that. If y'all have not heard this man's music, go peep that out. Links are going to be definitely in the description. So you said you went to Santa Maria High School? What was that like?
I was never fond of school, like, ever, to be honest. I never wanted to be there. I just wasn't, I didn't take the time to really, like, focus on, like, homework or learning subjects that they were teaching and all that. I think it's just because, like, I'm, like, a super distracted person. Like, if you try to get me to focus on something, it's hard for me to stay focused on that, and then kind of, I don't know, I just start drifting off and doing my own thing. And yeah, I was just never too fond of school like that, you know what I mean? But literally, if I could say it, the only reason I went to school was to hang out with the bros and all that, and it's kind of, build connections and all that, with the bros.
I feel that. Yeah, no, definitely. I feel like it's, what high school is to a lot of people, very communal and stuff like that. Any memories off the top of your head that come to your mind when you think about that place?
Yeah. So I had gotten a haircut, and I got waves, and this is a particular memory for me that I always bounce back to. I got waves, and I would wear a do-rag, like on some ski mask shit. I would wear a do-rag, and then I pulled up one day, and they're like, "Why are you wearing a do-rag?" And they made me do the wave review and all that. Everybody was like, "Yo, this fool got waves." I was like, "Yeah." Literally, bro, I became so self-conscious. I was like, "Bro, don't even bring it up, bro." Like, that's like a core memory for me, if I'm being honest. Core memory right there. Some good times, bro.
Yeah, I didn't know you had waves. That's funny as fuck.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know you had waves.
Damn.
What made you want to get waves?
I just wanted to try something different, bro. Because I had a big afro, and, like, I would get tired of, like, upkeeping the hair, you know what I mean? So I was like, take it off, try something different. I went with waves. You know what I'm saying? I went with waves. Look, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, let's go. Low-key, I've seen that video. I think it was before I knew you. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, that fool got
Telling you, bro, on
waves.
some ski mask shit.
Hey, we're wearing the same hat. That's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy. Shout out Mosh Boy Kill for showing me that video right now. That was a genuine reaction right now. That fool really had waves.
Telling you, bro.
I'll put that up right here. Y'all see that.
Telling y'all, bro.
Y'all see the waves. He had waves, bro.
Hey, they were clean, bro. Don't get, hey. I'm telling you.
What was the process of becoming tight with not only Israel but everyone else kind of around? Because it seems like you were very much so like, how do I describe it? You were a big component of that group. Because I remember when the Near Death House was a thing. Shout out the Near Death House, rest in peace. It would always be kind of me and Israel like talking business in his room, but you would always be there, you know what I mean? And furthermore, I loved how naturally it incorporated everyone into it.
Yeah, bro.
What led you kind of to that point to be able to, I don't know, I guess naturally be so tight with them like that, you know?
I mean, just like, you know, I think knowing each other for a long time adds a big factor into that. But, you know, I mean, we're just super close, you know what I mean? We'd hang out every day. We'd go out skating and we'd just do a bunch of shit, you know what I mean? We'd go out adventuring and stuff and just kind of like our bond grew so tight, you know what I mean? That we're like brothers, you know? At this point, we're like brothers, you know what I mean? We see each other every day. We hang out, you know, we're super close. Got a bunch of inside jokes and all that bullshit, you know? So,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, bro.
What, I guess a better way to word it, what led you to be able to put your faith in these guys? You know what I mean? Because it got to a point where you guys were living together, paying communal rent and such, and
Yeah.
and that's a big thing to have trust in another person. You
Definitely,
know what I mean?
definitely.
And furthermore, it's one thing when you're roommating with someone and you obviously have the expectation that they're gonna pay something. But furthermore, when it's your homie,
Yeah.
now the friendship is on the line, given the fact. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it always seems like your guys' friendship has always been like, you know what I mean, thicker than the situation, if you will.
Yeah, bro.
So how do you put that faith in people? You know what I mean? How do you feel okay putting that trust into other people?
Again, I think it ties into just knowing each other, like for a long time, you know what I mean? We just have that bond. But, bro, I've always trusted, you know, my boy Moshbo Kill. I've trusted everyone that we've been, you know, that's been in our circle. We're all super close to each other and all that. So, like, you know, when it comes to like living together or just like doing anything together, you know what I mean? It's always like for sure, you know what I mean? Like, you're the bro, you know, of course, you know what I mean? We look out for each other, you know?
Outside of near death, what do you have faith in?
What do I have faith in? Oof. Let's see. Got faith. You know what I mean? Got faith in myself. You know what I mean? I've been through a lot of shit, a lot of personal shit myself that I've tried to, you know, that I've talked out with my boys, you know, with my family and all that. Just personal struggles that I get through every day, and just try to have faith in myself. You know that everything's gonna be fine at the end of the day. You know, keep it pushing. You know what I mean? Work for what you want. You know, like just definitely, bro.
Let's keep that shit pushing, 100%.
Yes, sir.
I get what you mean. What gives you that faith in yourself?
Man, I think just with the things that I've been through, the things that give me faith, I would say is just like I don't want to, like in the future, I don't ever want to have to experience those feelings that I had back then. You know what I mean? It's just that that thought in my head, like, you know, you're gonna persevere, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and everything's gonna be fine. You're gonna make it with the boys, you know what I'm saying? You're making this music, you're doing shit, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's that thing that kind of keeps me together, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, bro.
What are the factors that make you want to persevere?
I think just, you know, seeing the bros kind of strive for their things kind of pushes me to do the same for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I see them locking in on music every day. That pushes me to be like, you know what? Let me go ahead and lock in. You know, I'm punch in, put the hours in, you know, and do all that.
For sure. Keeps you driven, 100%.
Yes, sir.
Top 5 snacks.
Ooh. Top 5 snacks.
I got the number 1. Flamin' Hot Munchies.
Hey, I
That's the
just
number
had those
one
recently.
smack,
I just
though.
had those
Those
recently.
smack.
Those do smack.
Those smack. And
Those
it's
do
everything,
smack.
you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
It's everything.
Those do smack, bro. Let's see, top 5. Top of my head, I would go number 1 would be Gushers. Fuck with some Gushers. I'm a big like candy guy, you know what I mean? I love my sweets. You know what I mean? So probably candy. Arizona. Gotta have some Bev at all times.
That's
you know
classic.
what I mean?
That's classic.
Munchies, I'll put top 3.
Okay. Respect. You know they make just cheese ones now?
Yeah.
They don't got. Maybe they always did that shit. Yeah.
I avoid those.
No, facts.
I like the spicy. I avoid those. You know what I'm saying? I'm chilling with I'm chilling with what I got. You know.
That's fucking funny.
Other 2, I'll probably throw in. I throw in chocolate milk, and gotta throw in some Lucky Charms cereal, bro.
Fire.
You know me.
Really, Lucky Charms? That's a controversial pick right there. I need the bro sound effect right there. That's controversial.
Is it controversial?
I feel like that shit's controversial, bro. Because that shit is just like, it's not all sweet. You know what I mean? Like if you have Reese's Puffs, it's all sweet. But if you have Lucky Charms,
that was a good contender, low key.
You know
Honorable
what I mean?
mention.
Honorable
Reese's
mentions,
Puffs.
Reese's Puffs.
Honorable mention, Reese's Puffs.
I eat the bitches dry. The Reese's Puffs?
No, you can though. You can.
Bro,
though.
no
Those,
shit. Bro, you see on the box, this is Reese's Puffs pizza. You putting that shit on pizza?
No. I'm be real with you, hell no. But hey, if you're into that, fuck it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's fucking funny. That's fucking funny. Tom's Takeout or Bill's Takeout?
Tom's.
Why?
Why? That ties in with my family. So every time we'd go out to eat, like my mom would have like these like days where she's like, all right, I'm not gonna cook. We're gonna go out and we're gonna get some shit. Where y'all wanna go? Me and my little brother always were like Tom's. Tom's was always the way, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, for
Fuck with
sure,
Tom's.
for sure. Damn, over the Billy Burgers?
Over the Billy.
Damn.
Also an honorable mention, Billy's.
Dave's Hot Chicken or Poppy's Hot Chicken?
Poppy's Hot Chicken. Poppy's Hot Chicken, bro. Always. I don't know. That one, bro, we've had too many moments as a group where like Poppy's Hot Chicken was like, you know, like the main focal point. So like Poppy's Hot Chicken, bro, for sure. I've only ever been to Dave's like once too, so you know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
we need a near-death X Poppy's Hot Chicken.
No
Bro.
cap.
We need that shit ASAP, bro.
we need the mournful meal, bro.
the
No
mournful.
cap. No
I'm not
cap.
up for that shit right
We
now.
need the mournful
we
meal,
need
no
that
cap.
fucking shit, bro. Poppy's Hot Chicken, bro. We're coming for you.
Shout out.
Real shit. That's fucking.
Nah, real shit though, they need to open sooner, bro, because they be opening at 4 p.m. and they close mad
That's
early.
crazy.
Hell no, bro. I be wanting to go like midday and they're not open, you know what I mean? Like, nah, bro.
You know they're on Main Street now?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I be seeing
I wonder why
them.
they're not at fucking Favorito no more. Weird shit. Weird shit. I pulled up there, bro, and I saw a big ass sign that said "We moved," and I was like, "Bro, that's crazy."
I think they're opening their own like an actual
like spot.
like a spot. yeah.
That's fire.
right there where they're posted up. Like they're posted up in front of their new spot.
Oh, the cafe joint. That's
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yo, shout out Poppy's Hot Chicken. Big things, bro. I'm gonna do an interview with them inside the fuck. Imagine that.
That would be
Eating
tough.
Poppy's Hot Chicken.
Yo, you should, though.
that's
That would be
fucking
tough.
Fire. That's fire. Eating the Mournful meal.
Inside the food truck, bro.
Mournful meal. What's it consist of?
Hold on, all right. Let me cook for y'all, bro. Let me cook for y'all. All right. So it's got to be a bed of fries, mac and cheese, chicken, obviously the usual shit, buffalo sauce, diced pickles, and then you got to throw in some sriracha in there. And the bev is going to be an infusion of Baja Blast and raspberry lemonade. Cooking, bro. I'm cooking. Trust. Hey, when it happens, you all gonna be like, bro.
Yeah, when it happens.
You're gonna be like, bro.
What are you pricing it at?
What am I pricing it at, bro? It's the Mournful meal. I'm trying to get my little pay, you know. So I'll probably place it at like what?
Oh shit.
Let's do like $10.
$10?
10 bucks,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That is
For
a
the people,
lot
for the people.
for how much you were hyping up. I'm trying to get my bag. That's pretty cheap. I feel like.
Hey, bro. Everything's too expensive nowadays. You know what I mean? You gotta have that nice little cheap meal when you.
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
How do you feel about that? Should be inexpensive.
I mean, what the fuck are they thinking? You know what I mean? Like, there's people out here struggling. You know what I mean? We don't need shit. We don't need more things to stress about. You know what I mean?
You're talking about you're chilling, just kind of crafting your sound right now. What do you got planned? What do you got coming up?
So what I got coming up, we got a video that is practically ready. Just need to go over a few other things. We filmed another one not too long ago, so 2 videos on the way.
For songs that have already been dropped or new songs that are to come out?
So one of the ones is for a song that isn't released yet, and the other one's for a song that's already released.
Okay.
I got like a few singles in the works right now, dropping pretty soon. We got some stuff with the boys that we're working on.
For sure.
Yes, sir. All that shit's coming soon.
Yeah, most definitely.
For
Most
sure.
definitely. Well, thank you for your time. This has been a real good, you know
For
what I mean, conversation. It's golden hour. I'm blessed to have been here with you. I appreciate your time and your energy. I appreciate your time and your energy for viewing this. Any
Know
last
that.
things you want to say to the world before we cut this off?
Mournful's on the way, bro. Mournful's on the way. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, sir. You
Big
heard
shit
him.
coming soon.
You heard him. Mournful on the way. It's 10:54. I'm grateful for you, brother. Thank you for your
Yes,
time
sir.
and your energy. Love to y'all. Love to everybody. It's 10:54. Ciao. Hit the dick at the end.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
That's fire.
All right, so
That was
that's
good,
solid.
bro.
That was solid.
Yeah.
How do you think that